Asking questions is an excellent way to understand a person. This is very true of guys since they rarely go out of their way to share their private life with their partners. So whether you have just begun dating a new guy or wish to get to know him better before moving ahead, try out these 10 personal questions to ask a guy and you'll find out the crazy, unexpected, and even steamiest secrets he's hiding in. Number 10. What is the most embarrassing situation you experienced? These questions might be charged with tons of giggles and hilarity. But pay close attention to how he answers. If he's okay with sharing an uncomfortable story, it means he's relaxed with you and probably has a silly character. However, if he is hesitant or avoids telling you an uncomfortable story, he is either a closed, humble individual that doesn't like to make himself look inferior or simply isn't happy with telling you. Number 9. What if your ex-girlfriend suddenly wants to get back together? Relationships often end in a hurricane of doubt and bitter blames. If he says he'd get back with her, then it's clearly time for you to go running in the opposite direction. On the other hand, if he responds he would gently reject her, then it shows he's totally over his past relationship and able to meet someone new. If he answers he would mention he's talking to someone, you, of course, then he's unquestionably scored extra brownie points. Number 8. What is your dream tattoo? People who have tattoos range from teens to men. You have to sincerely like something to get it inked onto your body, so with this particular question, you can find out what he's actually interested in or what he prefers the most. Maybe it would be a tattoo of his mother's name, or maybe it would be something silly like his preferred cartoon character. Number 7. How many girls have you been with? Among the most personal questions to ask a guy, you can learn a lot about a man with this easy question. Just be aware. Men like to lie about this ridiculous question. However, if he answers a low number, it could mean he's into more serious relationships, while a higher number typically means the man is an actor and likes to sleep around. Number 6. What makes you angry? Most of us at some time get angry at something or someone. This doesn't sound like one of the most useful personal questions to ask a guy, but trust me, it is. If the little things in life tend to carry him into a furious rage, then he might not be a good man to start a relationship with him. On the other hand, it's good to understand what things set him off so you can avoid those things. Certainly, a very important question that will help you while your time with this guy. Number 5. What is one question you absolutely refuse to answer? There are some things we just don't like to talk or answer. Among the personal questions to ask a guy, remember this one's a catch. You can find out what your possible mate doesn't like to answer, only by asking him this question. Just remember you won't be able to find out the answer to the question he refuses to talk, so take note of this before asking him. It might just drive you nuts. Number 4. Are you a virgin? You will probably find out the answer to this question with some of the earlier questions, but if you just want to find out if he's been active or not, then ask him this straightforward question. This might not be among the most important personal questions to ask a guy, depending on the kind of person you are and what you want. Number 3. Are you financially stable? Financial stability needs some responsibility. Of course, we aren't speaking to him for his money, or lack thereof. Find out if your man has a secret stash in his bank account from all his hard work, or if he wants you by his side as he strives during college trying to reach his goal career. Number 2. What does love mean to you? Sometimes it's the easiest question that can be the most difficult to answer. Everyone has a distinct answer for this, and it's surely an important thing to find out first in the relationship. We just expect he doesn't answer with one of those, "I don't believe in love" phrases. We mind those. Number 1. How did your last relationship work out? Have you ever ended a relationship that you thought was worthless only to have the other person look at you quite shocked? Maybe you were on the other end and, to you, everything looked great, but it turns out your important other was absolutely worthless. Everybody loves to understand about people's past relationships, and it's clearly an essential thing to find out when you're thinking dating someone. You might find out that he's an overly jealous and ruling man that drove his girlfriend away, or maybe he was the victim of a cheater.